What's going on, world? The universe and the people. This voice here again, back at you in another fasting video, with the lifestyle. I'm always doing this, feels like. I love doing it and the benefits of it. But this is another special video because I'm giving an update on my 9-day fast, and this is day 7 going 7. It'll be 8 days at 6:30. And I'm feeling good. Everything's feeling good. Today was different than yesterday. Yesterday was kind of a little rough spot. I was super busy. Today is way better. I'm not as busy and I can relax more, and that's what you need to do when you do a longer fast. Is you got to be aware of your body is altered, more sensitive, and so it gets to this point where you got to understand what you're doing and do the timing right. And that's why I picked this time of year, because I knew I was going to have some extra days off leading up to Christmas, and I was going to have family in town, and it was going to give support, but there was more people in the house, you know what I mean? So it just helped with everything was going on. So it was the right time to do it. And I like this little I'm into numerology, and so going from, I started on 12 12 21, I'm ending on 12 21 21. So, and that 1 2 numbers, you know what I mean, like it's a little opening that I like to do. And I was like, I've been thinking about doing like a 9-10 day fast, and I was like, let me jump into it. But let's talk about what I've been going through a little bit, because yesterday was it wasn't supposed to be busy, then it turned out to be busy. And I was doing a lot of traveling. I drove around. I was driving for like 3 hours, and I was busy in between time, stopping here, stopping there, Christmas stuff, and maintenance stuff before Christmas and all that. And so it got to the point where I can stop and take my breaths like I want to. I can calm myself down, because I was in kind of a rush, and then I wasn't in a rush. And depending on all the things you do, when you're fasting, your heart rate spikes, because you're pulling from different areas, and you got heavy toxins in your blood that your body's pulling out from your body, from who knows where, out of your kidneys, liver, your muscles. You can hide toxins anywhere in your body, and your heart speeds up to help push it out. And so I got to the point where I was kind of like getting fatigued to the max, and that was day 7. And so when I got home, we was gone for like 5 hours, me and the whole family. When I got home, I pretty much almost crashed. I still had some more stuff to do, and I was like, yo, give me 30 minutes and I'll be back at it. And so like that's all it took, just 30 minutes, and I had to go to one more store. Then I came home and I really crashed. And got to the point where I fell asleep at like 7 o'clock, and I woke up and it was around about 10 o'clock, and I had energy all the way up to 12, and that's what threw me off. And a little bit education about that. I work graveyards, and so I'm still not used to the regular schedule of sleeping on the regular, so my body at that time needed that nap because of what I usually go through. So that was a little bit of a contradictory on each other, because I usually sleep during that time, because I take naps, because I work graveyards and I want to keep that pattern going of sleeping in between 1 and 4. And my body was fatigued, and it was the time to take a nap, and I didn't take a nap. So my body was like, yo, you need to chill out, and I listened to it, you know what I mean? That's why I took a 30-minute breather before we went to go do any more stuff. And then I was all good until the end of the night, and then I crashed. I was done, which was good, because another thing that kicks in while you're fasting is my family was eating a whole lot, and it's kind of hard at first, but once you start bulletproofing yourself, is what I call it, and understanding like when your family's gonna eat and how they're gonna eat and what they're gonna eat, some of your favorite foods, some of your not favorite foods, and it's just got to come down to like it's gonna be there later. It ain't going nowhere. Like that's why they made processed foods, because they can last longer on the shelves, and they can last longer in your house. And like I'm not missing out on nothing. Then Another thing, it's not my time of year for fruits and nuts and seeds like and vegetables. They usually sprout and ripen during the spring, summer, and a little bit during the fall. But it's the winter now. You know what I mean? Well, the winter's tomorrow, the winter solstice. So I understand that. You know what I mean? That's why I made the sacrifice at this time of year. So um, everything's going good today. I'm not as fatigued as I was yesterday because at 4 o'clock yesterday I was like really wanting to take a nap. I was like, man, I need to take a nap. I told my wife, like, yo, I need to take a nap. I won't be able to go do anymore until I get a nap in. And that's what you got to do when you listen to your body and you're reading yourself, because it gets to that point where you don't want to overdo. You know what I mean? Because that's what our society's built off of is, oh, you can do some more. It's okay. You look fine. But you should go off how you feel internal. And I wasn't trying to be lazy or nothing. It was just, it got to that point where my family understood and I understood, like, yo, this is the best thing for me to chill out for a couple minutes. And and that's the benefits of listening to your body and working with it, because it will work with you. And another thing is I really didn't get to use the bathroom too much while I was traveling. When I got home, I think that was the real problem, is because the last 2 days I've been kind of going to the bathroom a little bit, going number 2, but it hasn't been like the normal. It's not heavy as normal. It's very light, it's very faint, and that lets me know that my detox process is working, because I'm 7 days, now 8 days into a fast, and I'm still pulling stuff out of me, and it's solids with a lot of liquids, and it's mostly like mucus. It's not like no fine liquids. I'm a little dehydrated, but I keep up with the water. I keep a gallon of water with me with a pinch of salt in there to keep the electrolytes going. So my kidneys are feeling good and everything's fine. Like, I feel fine. Like, every time I come out, like, even when I come outside, I take deep breaths. Like, it literally takes a minute when I'm feeling uneasiness, all in my lower gut. And that's one of my last problem areas is my lower gut. I want to get rid of that, but I want to really get internal work in betweens and rejuvenate the organs. And I really believe in autophagy and cell rejuvenation, and it really works, I feel like, because of how my life has changed. All the problems that I had years ago. Yeah, you know what I mean? I was super fatigued and I was eating all the time, and I was always tired, and I was always had soreness everywhere. It was kind of crazy how, like, I always sore, and I don't really feel sore as I used to. I'm getting to the point where I feel like I'm comfortable enough to go do yoga. But those are the real benefits of fasting. You know what I mean? It makes your body more flexible, it makes your mind more flexible. You're gonna be disciplined with yourself. You're gonna realize, like, yo, we live in a society that's filled with stuff, and we can't do nothing about it but be disciplined. And one of the best ways to be disciplined is to fast. So that's all I want to talk about, was my update on 9 days of fasting. Everything's going good. Tomorrow night at 6:30, we'll be ending my fast with some tea. With a herbal tea, maybe golden milk, or maybe like a echinacea moringa mix. I like that. Maybe a spirulina mix, something like that. I'm gonna go with a very beneficial tea that helped me start back open my stomach and gut, and help everything flow. Because after that, I have some kimchi soup, and I'm only gonna drink the broth of it. I'm gonna probably eat a couple vegetables, and then the next day I might have an apple or two. You know what I mean? I bought a bag full of apples, and I got a pineapple in the refrigerator. So I'm gonna experiment with those two things and see how it goes. You know what I mean? I'm gonna take it slow. You know what I mean? When I break a fast and I drink tea, I usually drink the tea and I wait 30 minutes to eat anything else, because I want my body to fully absorb. I want to take my time. But that's all. You know what I mean? Everything's all good. It's all for love, baby. I'm always just trying to spread the love for help. But until next time, thank you. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share. And peace out. I'll see you guys later.